Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we break down everything buzzing in the K-pop world from idol scandals to comeback wins, and sometimes the stories that make us say, wait, did that really happen? Today's lineup is wild. We've got stalker break-ins at Jungkook's house, Blackpink chaos over Rose and Jennie, a touching 10-year victory for 1EV, and even a shocking AI romance scam involving Squid Game's Lee Jung-jae. Grab a snack, hit that like button, and let's dive right in. So first up, BTS's Jungkook has had one heck of a year, and not because of music. Two different women actually tried breaking into his home. In August, a Korean woman in her 40s was caught trespassing in the parking lot of Jungkook's Yongsan residence around 11:20 p.m. Police got involved and she is now facing prosecution for trespassing and violating the anti-stalking law. But back in June, a different woman, this one from China, flew to Korea just to see Jungkook on the day he finished his military service. She was caught trying his door keypad over and over before police arrived. Charges were dropped later, though, since she never fully entered his property and quickly returned home. Fans are understandably shaken, even calling for tighter laws to protect idols. Because honestly, no one deserves to fear for their privacy like that. Question for you guys. Should companies or the police step in more strictly when it comes to sussing behavior like this? Moving on to Blackpink's Rose, she just received the presidential citation at the Korea Popular Culture and Arts Awards. That's a huge honor, right? But she didn't show up to accept it. Why? She was spotted flying out with the other Blackpink members to Thailand for the group schedule on the same day. Fans were livid. Many said YG and the Black label could have easily adjusted the schedule so she could receive the award herself. I mean, this wasn't a small event, it's one of the biggest cultural awards in the country. Blinks Online are calling it a slap in the face, especially because Rose worked so hard on her solo career and deserved her moment of recognition. What do you guys think? Did YG make the right call prioritizing the group, or should Rose have been given space for her individual achievement? Staying with Blackpink, Jennie is once again under fire, this time for what fans call a lazy stage attitude during recent performances in Taiwan. Videos are going viral where creators criticize her for low energy and say it's unfair to her fellow members. One viral clip with over 70,000 likes even called her unprofessional and claimed she doesn't respect fans. Others defended her, saying people are too harsh and forget that idols get physically and emotionally drained. Still, Blink seem divided. Some say she's just human. Others think her behavior drags down the group's image. Where do you fall on this one? Is it fair criticism, or are people just piling on Jenny because she's Jenny? Now, for something a bit lighter, NCT's Johnny is trending after a clip from his variety show Johnny Says came out. While chatting with a guest about proposals, Johnny joked about being a romantic and dodged a question about whether he's dating someone. He said, "Code, because of my job." Classic idol response, right? Fans immediately started speculating whether that meant he's secretly seeing someone or just that he's too busy for relationships. The comment section quickly turned into a guessing game, fans naming everyone from fellow idols to influencers. So, do you think Johnny is hiding something or just playing along for the show? Next up, Hype's new Latin American boy group Santos Bravos is here and K netizens don't know how to feel about it. The group's debut photo and lineup dropped this week, featuring members aged from 16 to 25. A 9-year age gap, and that's what kicked off the controversy. Fans in Latin America are proud to see representation, but many said the lineup feels unbalanced and criticized the company for leaving out fan favorite trainees like Pablo and Ianis. Some people think Hype's expansion is a smart global move. Meanwhile, Don went viral after Exchange 4 kind of put him on the spot. During a discussion about seeing your ex with someone new, the panel turned to Don considering Hyuna, his ex. recently got married to Yong Jun Hyung. Instead of shying away, Dawn admitted, I can kind of relate. That short response hit hard. Fans flooded the comments saying it was painful but admirable that he was honest and mature about it. Some even criticized the show for putting him in that position, saying it felt cruel to bring up Hyuna's marriage on air knowing their history. If you were Dawn, would you have answered or just brushed it off? Let's talk about something wholesome. After 10 years, the band 1V finally earned their first ever music show win. Originally debuting as Mars 94 Inches 2015 and later rebranding under RBW, these guys have stuck together through everything. Their win on show champion. And again later on the ENA K-pop chart show had fans in tears. Their encore was emotional, raw, and proved that patience really can pay off in K-pop. Question: which underrated group do you hope gets their first win next? And finally, possibly the scariest story of all. A Korean woman in her 50s lost 500 million Korean won, about $349,000, to scammers pretending to be Squid Game star Lee Jung-jae. Using AI generated selfies and even a fake driver's license, the scammers convinced her that Lee was messaging her personally, saying things like honey and sweetheart. They eventually conned her out of money for fake fan events and supposed VIP meetings. Police believe the scam could be linked to a Cambodian crime ring, and Lee Jung-jae's agency released a statement warning fans to never trust messages asking for money. It's another reminder of how advanced AI scams have become, especially when combined with celebrity obsession. What do you think? How can fans protect themselves from things like this? And that wraps up this week's round of Cable's chaos. From stalker dramas to long overdue wins, it's been a roller coaster, right? If you enjoyed this update, hit like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe if you want more weekly Cables deep dives like this one. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe, stay kind.